Fukun struggles in a physical abyss of ice, while Ruyi sinks into an emotional one. Their existences are inextricably linked. One's surrender inevitably seals the other's fate. This portrayal of intertwined destinies is the core of the film's emotional power. Just as Ruyi's life begins to fade, an exhausted Fukun finally returns. With his remaining body heat and the fish soup he risked his life for, he snatches Ruyi back from the jaws of death. With time running out, he prepares to set off once again, leaving behind a most soulful farewell before his departure.
If you truly can't wait any longer, or if I don't make it back, I hope you at least burn through all the diesel. Only after finishing every last may you let yourself go.
His third expedition, Fukun ventures onto the ice once more to fish for food. A massive Antarctic whale glides slowly beneath the ice. Before he can even admire this breathtaking spectacle, a flick of the whale's tail shatters the ice, plunging Fukun into the freezing sea. Beneath the frozen surface, he cannot find an exit. Suffocation and the extreme cold lead him to slowly give up the fight. Just then, a group of penguins darts past, guiding him to an opening in the ice. This scene is thick with fatalism and ecological symbolism. The penguins' appearance seems like nature's way of repaying his previous kindness toward them. Under the Antarctic Treaty, humans are forbidden from initiating contact with animals. Thus, these shots are the result of blending real footage with visual effects. The filming was immensely difficult and dangerous as Fukun crawls from the sea. His soaked clothes instantly freeze into a suit of ice armor. Trembling, he eats the fruit candy Ruyi insisted he carry. Fueled by that sliver of warmth and his longing for Ruyi, he teeters on the brink of unconsciousness, but tenaciously struggles back to the cabin. Now it is Ruyi's turn to use her own body heat to slowly thaw, the deadly frost clinging to his skin. These ordeals have irrevocably bound Fukun and Ruyi together, transforming them from savior and survivor into each other's spiritual anchors within a shared destiny of life and death. As the days pass, against the backdrop of encroaching despair, the atmosphere in the cabin begins to bloom with a strange sense of warmth and romances. They adopted a baby penguin that wandered into the cabin. Fukun even named it Xiaopang Chubby. Fukun abandoned the absurd idea of steaming or braising it and used a spare sled to take the recovering Ruyi for walks under the warm Antarctic sun. On the fourth expedition, Fukun found a strange rock in the wilderness. Excitedly thought it was a priceless Martian meteorite, only for Ruyi to identify it as human feces.
Holy shit. This is a goddamn turd. What? Meteor, more like a meteorite.
This meteorite is a brilliant irony of Fukun's past values. In Antarctica, a mountain of gold isn't worth a single calorie-rich candy. Though this shitterite is a joke, it provides a crucial clue.
This is definitely human waste.
They realized the Aurora station might be near the shitterite, and both were instantly exhilarated. Fukun noticed Ruyi's nosebleed. Ruyi, suffering from severe scurvy due to a prolonged lack of vitamin C. Scurvy was one of the most feared diseases among early explorers, causing bleeding gums, tooth loss, subcutaneous hemorrhaging, and eventual organ failure. In Antarctica, without fresh produce, it is practically incurable. This diagnosis pushes them into a true terminal illness crisis. Knowing her days were numbered, Ruyi hoped Fukun would abandon her a dying burden and take the remaining supplies to find a way to survive alone. He used logic to push her away, hoping she would survive.
Better to part and survive than to cling and perish together.
Facing Ruyi's cold logic, this man who once lived for profit and calculated every gain and loss made the most selfless decision of his life. He knelt on one knee, reaching across the void, placing an imaginary ring on her finger with a trembling yet firm voice. He spoke the most important vows of his life.
Whether in wealth or in poverty, whether in sickness or in health, no matter how many teeth you lose, no matter if you truly become disabled in the future, no matter how many days it's been since you bathed, whether you smell sweet or foul, I will always love you until death do us part. Jin Hui, are you willing here at the end of the world to accept Wu Fukun as your lawful husband? Better to forget each other in the outside world than to sustain each other in times of hardship.
Thank you. I do not. I want you to live on well and strong.
This is the emotional climax of the film. It completely subverts the material foundation of love and marriage in modern society. There are no diamond rings, no wedding dresses, no guests, and not even a healthy body. Yet this vow is heavier and more precious than any promise built on material wealth. It proves that the essence of love is a spiritual contract that transcends life, death, and the material world. At the end of the world, these two lonely souls held a wedding, meant only for themselves. Day 75 arrives as expected. The last of the diesel is gone. The generator falls silent forever, and the Antarctic polar night is about to descend. Dragging her extremely weakened body, Ruyi compiles a detailed Antarctic survival manual for Fukun. She insists that Fukun takes all the remaining supplies for one final desperate search, and tells him never to come back. As they part, they look at each other in silence. There's no wailing, only a quiet despair and a profound lingering attachment. For both knew in their hearts that this farewell would likely be their last. Fukun embarked on a journey of no return, eventually exhausting his last ounce of strength and collapsing amidst the blizzard. The little penguin they had once nurtured miraculously reappeared, waking him with its cries and guiding him toward the Aurora Station sign in the distance. He was finally rescued. Yet the cruelty of fate was far from over. At the time Fukun rushed back with the rescue team, a massive avalanche thundered down before his very eyes, instantly swallowing the cabin that held all their memories of the past 75 days. Fukun watched everything vanish into the white void, his heart shattered in agony. In the warmth of the research station's infirmary, Fukun's heart seemed to have died along with that avalanche. He had a dream of a simple wedding ceremony with Ruyi. Upon waking, he opened the survival journal Ruyi had left for him. Every word revealed the profound love hidden beneath her icy exterior, saying the Bodhisattva pendant Ruyi had placed in the notes. He suddenly had an epiphany. He recalled what Ruyi had once told him. She wanted to watch the aurora from the mountaintop, for that was where she belonged. He realized that with her spirit, Ruyi would never just sit in the cabin and wait for death. Ignoring his injuries, he desperately drove the snowmobile, racing toward the edge of the world to the cliff where they had once gazed out together. Above, the magnificent aurora blossomed like an ethereal dream. Inside a snow cave he had once dug for survival, he found Ruyi. She lay there peacefully, as if drifting in a deep slumber. Fukun held her tight, and beneath the resplendent aurora, Ruyi's monologue echoed through the wind.
When I am at rest, I want you to live on. I will be waiting for you. May your ears continue to hear the wind's call. And breathe in all that we once loved together, the scent of the sea. Continue to walk upon the beaches we once shared. May my beloved live on. I once loved you and sang of all things for your sake. You must remain radiant, letting your life bloom in full.
This open ending is the ultimate sublimation of the film's artistry. Whether Ruyi lives or dies, the movie provides no definitive answer. But perhaps the answer no longer matters on a physical level. She may have passed away, but on a spiritual level, she has become the aurora she pursued all her life, achieving eternity. She used her life to illuminate the path for Fuchun's future. This blending of reality and metaphor allows this love story to transcend life and death, entering a broader philosophical and poetic realm. Till the End of the World uses the most extreme environment to tell a story of stripping away and returning. It strips the characters of their social status, wealth, and appearance, returning them to the most essential state of being human. In that world where nothing exists but life and death, a man who once believed that money could buy everything realized what is truly precious: dignity. Trust and a love that transcends death are priceless. This film captures the warmest human emotions in the coldest place on earth. Chuangzi wrote in The Great Master, when the spring dries up the fish are stranded on land. They moisten each other with spit, but it is better to forget each other in the rivers and lakes. The film is a profound response to this classical Chinese philosophy. Within a modern context, Ruyi rationally tries to forget each other, urging Fukun to survive alone. But Fukun, driven by his raw emotional grit, chooses to sustain her with the very last drop of his blood. Fukun's choice tells us what truly makes us human. It is not because we are capable of the most rational calculations, but precisely because we can in our most irrational moments make the most humane choices. Love is not a mere romantic embellishment. It is the fundamental law of survival that sustains human civilization. May everyone who has watched this film find amidst the blizzards of their own lives a companion who is willing to hand you a fruit candy and say the words, I will wait for you. And may we all have the courage when facing life's dead ends and abysses to remain fearless of the cold. Tread through the snow to find the light, for true love means at the end of the world, one is still willing to shield you from the frost even if your teeth all fall out. Or you become a cripple, they would still take you as their wife.